Hello, welcome back to Drip or Drown with Frankie and Abby. Today we're here with Asher. Here we are with Asher and Cooper. You want to introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, I'm Asher. Is that all I need to say?
What do you do? Where are you
okay.
from?
I'm a sophomore on the men's gymnastics team at UNL, and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Why did I think you were from, like, New Jersey?
You think I give out New Jersey vibes?
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of crazy.
Thank you. Okay, Cooper?
I'm Cooper Giles. I'm a fifth year on the men's gymnastics team. I'm from Lake Zurich, Illinois, so about 40 minutes from Chicago.
Yeah, me and Cooper are actually from the same place.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Well,
I'm from Zurich.
I'm
and
from
he's
the lake. No,
Zurich.
we already talked. You're not from Zurich. You just live in Zurich.
Well, when I got on my plane, I came from
Yeah.
Zurich.
But you're from England.
Okay, well.
Mm.
Anyway.
In it.
Thanks, Asher.
Yeah.
So,
I'll let you know.
men's gymnastics have had quite a season. Am I wrong? Or am I
Yeah.
right?
It's been
So-
pretty good.
Yeah, talk us through what happened, and you have your cute little hats that you guys all wore for
Yeah.
a week
I wanted
straight.
to wear it today. I forgot
We
to.
did, I don't know, we had a good season. We got Big Ten regular season champs.
Speak closer to the mic.
We got Big Ten regular season. We got Big Ten regular season champs. It was pretty cool. I don't
What
think
does
we.
that entail?
So
Like, what do you have to do to win that?
You have to win the most competitions against Big Ten teams.
Okay.
basically, the way our season works is every Big Ten school competes in a head-to-head meet against every other Big Ten school.
Mhm.
So like we had a head-to-head meet against all the other teams in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
4 of them.
oh yeah, there are 5 teams in the Big Ten. But so we won 3 and we lost 1.
Who did you lose to?
We lost to Michigan on the road.
Okay, and they must have lost to someone else, right?
They lost to Ohio State and Illinois.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
we share the title with Illinois.
Yeah, because
technically.
Illinois also went 3-1 in the regular season.
Oh, okay. So
But
you're
we
like-
beat them in the head-to-head,
So you win.
all I'm saying is if there was a tiebreaker, we would be the sole champion.
Yeah, I mean they did just beat us at.
Yeah,
postseason.
but we're going to beat them again.
Okay. No, we will. We will. Don't focus on that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so that was exciting. That was like the first one ever, right?
Yeah, first one in school history. We've never done that before.
That's really
Yeah.
impressive.
So,
And
A little
last
piece of
year.
history.
what kind of makes this team different from the past? I know Asher, you've only been here for 2 years, but Cooper, you've been here for a while. What makes this team different?
We're all on the same page. In years past, it seemed like we had about 75% of the team on the same page of we want to win, and then the other 15-20% of the guys were just kind of on the team just to be on the team. They kind of checked out. We all wanted this victory. We all wanted to get a ring, get a trophy, get a hat.
The
Those
hat's
are
the
pretty
most
cool
important part.
hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the t-shirt.
The
And a t-shirt.
That was the coolest part.
But we all wanted that. That's what really made it different, and we made it our mission at the beginning of the year, our whiteboard goals. We wanted to actually achieve them, and we were able to check our first whiteboard goal off ever.
We should do that.
So you guys go through every week, or is it at the beginning of the year you guys write down goals on a whiteboard?
Well, at the beginning of the year, we'll have our season goals on a whiteboard, and then throughout the year, we'll kind of check in with team meetings and stuff, and kind of have more focuses and objectives for the week, for whatever competition we're heading into, whether we want to increase our stick percentage on our dismounts or hit rate, or go for a certain score, but we have major overarching goals throughout the season.
That's cool.
We should do that. We don't have team meetings.
Well, the
Really?
swim does.
Swim team does, but they have it on Thursday mornings, which is when we don't have practice. So
Mhm.
Do you guys have captains?
yeah, both swimmers.
Oh.
Why could you guys not do a diving captain for your
I
team?
think hopefully, well, it's hard because we're all the same age.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't you guys
Oh,
so
all
okay.
we're 3 sophomore,
underclassmen?
3 freshmen. So we
Yeah.
have a good dynamic in the sense that there's no
So your seniority.
yeah,
Sure,
Right.
yeah.
and Kelsey's been here the longest.
Well, she's
which is
competed the
weird.
longest.
Yeah, Ellie's been here the longest too, but Ellie's been out injured for forever. So Kelsey has the most experience, so we kind of all go to her for things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd say she would be the captain, but we don't have
There's
one.
no title.
Yeah, because we're all the same. Like I'm 20 and I'm the oldest on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
yeah, and I'm only just 20, so it's like
Right.
And this is your first year here too.
yeah, it's my first year here, so I'm obviously not going to be the one everyone goes to because I don't know what I'm doing myself.
Right.
You know, so
Sure. Yeah.
yeah.
But things could be entirely different next year.
Well, we don't have anyone new coming, so it won't be.
Well, I'm saying like with you having a year of experience
yeah,
here.
true.
And,
Yeah, I feel like in my eyes, you guys should almost try and get some sort of like team, not
Yeah.
hierarchy, but more like structure
yeah.
Well,
in terms of planning. You know what I mean?
Well, we kind of have that. Like for when we go on just dive meets, like
Okay.
me and Kelsey will like plan the outfits or whatever. Like,
Okay,
stuff
yeah,
like that. But
yeah.
it's not like
Nobody's
anyone-
like assigned.
no,
to it.
yeah.
Right,
It's just
I
like
gotcha,
we're the oldest, so
Sure.
we'll do it. You know. But I think hopefully next year Kelsey will be like one of the captains of the team because I
Yeah.
think
Mhm.
it's hard when like the diving doesn't really get a say in anything.
Yeah, I was gonna
Um,
say that's interesting.
Yeah. We had a banquet yesterday too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Abby's
that
a
must have
little-
been fun.
Oh, yeah.
Abby got robbed.
Really?
Just-
Robbed
Justice
of
for
what?
Abby.
Of what? Of what?
Freshman of the year.
Oh, who got it?
freshman of the year?
One of the swimmers. Which she
Oh.
did break a school record.
So did
That's
I.
pretty impressive.
Well, you came broke a third. record. So she broke the top school record. But
Too
it's
quick
also
with
like,
it. So did I. Too quick with it.
But like,
Also, there's like for swimming and diving, it's kind of hard to compare because I only have 2 events compared
Right.
to swimming where they have
Yeah.
like so many, depending
Right.
on the person.
and I feel like it's harder to do better in diving because so much more can go wrong.
Well, yeah, it's very similar to gymnastics.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know, you only really got
Yeah.
one attempt.
yeah.
Yeah,
to get
well,
it right.
Pretty interesting.
we have like so it's like I'd say it's more like an all around than like one event for gymnastics.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
because we have 6 dives. Like if you mess up on one, you're done, right? But
Yeah.
like the all around, that's exactly like how it is with us. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's
Stressful.
it's also like most improved. They do like by times. Like that's not really how it works for
Mm.
diving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they kind of. That's not really how it works in gym either.
Yeah, like scores like
Yeah.
are gonna improve, but it's also about like
Work
learning
ethic.
dives and like like work
I also
ethic.
feel like the swim coach and the dive coach like don't really talk that much.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can
Unless
see.
it's like
I can
important
see
stuff,
that.
but like for like the banquet and stuff, like I feel like they just like
Well, it's really 2 different sports entirely.
Yeah,
like
like
yeah, you're
track and
both going
field.
into water, but like you're flipping and they're just swimming.
Well,
Yeah.
we had like the weightlifting award, and they were like, "Oh, we have one for the fish and one for the flying fish." I thought that was quite funny.
I honestly
That's
didn't
funny.
even.
All the
I was like,
Nebraska
Most people
flying
didn't
fish.
understand what was going on. I was like, with flying
it
fish.
did take. I was a little slow coming to it, but I got through it eventually. I was like, oh, it's because we're divers.
I like to call us. I like to say we're dolphins, not flying fish.
I feel like dolphins are swimmers.
No, dolphins do tricks and.
Yeah.
I feel like dolphins are like, what's that swim where you like go up and
The
out of
butterfly?
water? Yeah, the
Butterfly.
butterfly. That's like a dolphin.
Okay, but
It's
in
called a butterfly.
Well, yeah, but they look like a dolphin. you
in
know what I mean?
German, one
Uh-huh.
of inwards, one of the directions is delphin, and that's basically dolphin.
Oh yeah.
Look
Okay.
at you.
Bilingual.
No, I'm bilingual. What can I say?
Kelsey
Anyway.
asking you like French questions in the middle of practice. Hey, what does this mean? And you're like,
Yeah, because her accent is so awful that I have to really think about what she's saying.
Do you know French?
I know a little bit.
Interesting.
We.
Okay.
he's fluent.
He knows
Yeah.
it too.
Wassel.
You
Shut
said
up.
it.
My roommate does. Can you do the impression?
Shut up.
It's like, excuse me. Can you do that? What? Never mind.
What do you want me to do?
Never mind. We'll do it later.
Okay. Anyway, back to Big Tens.
Mhm.
So would you say then you had the Big Ten tournament? How does that?
It's
what's it
postseason
called?
Yeah, it's-
competition.
Yeah.
And what goes on there? And how did you guys do?
So it's basically every team in the Big Ten competes against each other for like the ultimate title. You know what I mean? That's kind of
The ultimate.
it's like a postseason meet, like a championship postseason meet.
Okay, and so
Mhm.
the way I would think it works, 'cause I
Mhm.
have no idea, is you all do like one day of competing for the teams, and then through that you qualify for individual finals.
That's
exactly
how
that.
it
Yep.
Wow.
I'm-
That's
I
exactly.
have watched gymnastics before. What can I say?
You haven't watched it?
No, I have watched.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was
Isn't that
gonna
the
say
same
you
as
didn't
it-
watch any of our meets.
No, I actually forgot to watch you guys.
Oh.
At the Big Ten.
That's okay.
Cooper was like, "You must remember," and I was like, "I will," and then was asleep.
Oh.
But the
I
thought
will
was
say
there.
it was pretty late.
It wasn't that late. It was like
It was like 7.
It ended pretty late, and you
Yeah.
guys have early practice.
Yeah.
10
I'll,
p.m.?
well, thanks for being nice, but I feel like a bad friend because I didn't watch
No, it's okay.
it.
I'm
Okay.
trying not to hold it over your head.
Okay, you
okay.
guys didn't come
He's
to any of
trying
our
to let
meets.
it go,
so
and you're not letting him
they
go.
didn't
Yeah.
go
No.
to any of our meets, and we went to theirs.
Oh
so
yeah, that's very
Your
true.
meets are during our practice.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a Chuck Schmelka problem.
Yeah, it's not, it's not a me
well,
problem.
You both qualified for an individual final.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
What
Okay,
event?
so I qualified to the rings final. The top 10 from day 1 make the individual final on each event. I
Okay.
qualified in 7th, I think, and then I finished in 4th.
Oh, that's good.
So
Okay, do they do they like wipe your score or do they like add your score?
they wipe your score, so
Okay.
it's a fresh.
Unfortunately.
fresh
For us, it depends on the meet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like zones they add and Big Ten says wipe.
score. Okay.
And then I qualified for the Pommel Horse final in 1st, and I ended up getting 3rd.
Well, it's still good. Even if
Yeah,
you,
I got my goal of a Big Ten medal.
That's yeah. See,
Good.
I always find like I would rather qualify for the final in last. Do you know what I mean?
And then
Yeah.
work your way up
Yeah,
and surprise
'cause-
everyone.
Yeah, because it's always like so much pressure if you go in like top qualifier or
It's almost like you have nothing to
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah,
it's like you can just put it all out
You
there.
can just rip
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
or at least yeah. So was that? Did you feel pressure qualifying in first?
Not really.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't know. I've been through this rodeo a lot.
Yeah, it's
So I
How
needed to
many-
change a mindset.
So this is your first year just doing pommel, right?
Just training it,
Just
yeah.
training it.
I would only really compete pommel. I competed floor twice in my career, which
Oh,
are
okay.
career highlights for me. But yeah, this is the first year where I only focus on my one
Okay.
event.
So how did you do at Big Ten's the last year in pommel?
Day 1 I did okay. I was able to qualify in. I think I was like 6th, and then I fell
Oh,
during individual final. But if I didn't fall, I would have medaled, which hurts.
Abby can relate, so don't worry. And what about
Yeah,
you, Asher?
I
How was
can.
freshman year?
Last year, so I compete rings and the parallel bars,
Mhm.
and I've done that every single meet my whole career so far. So last year I made rings and parallel bars finals.
Okay.
I think I finished in 7th on parallel bars, and then I got 6th on rings last year.
Okay.
So this year I improved on that.
And you were
this
really
month.
close to that medal.
I was really close.
You, that's your goal next year,
Dude,
man.
if I
think you
if
can
I
get
stuck
it.
my discipline, I think I would have won.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
crap, yeah.
Because I was,
you got a 13.9,
dude, it was close. It was close.
and
But
Aston and I only got 14.2. But it's a woulda, shoulda, coulda.
yeah, I mean, I can't think about that.
No, I mean,
But you will. We all know how it works with sports. Like you always think about what you could have done. Like
Yeah, I mean, I think about what I could have done, but then I just don't dwell on it. Just translate it into the gym.
oh,
You know what I mean?
That's,
mhm.
You
that's
sound media
so
trained.
healthy.
What? No, I mean, I think about it, and it's like, okay, why didn't I stick that dismount? And I go back into the gym, and I really focus on it, so that next time I have this opportunity, I'm more prepared to stick the dismount.
Wow.
Yeah,
to reach my
absolutely.
I
goals,
feel
you know
like
what I mean?
sticking a dismount is like ripping.
Yeah,
Because
I think
we all know you can stick a dismount, you know, and you all
Right.
know that we can rip, but like sometimes in a meet you just don't.
What is
yeah, explain.
ripping?
so,
So-
nose splash.
When you make like the little sound.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like
it's not like a
right
clean
there.
entry.
Yeah.
It's like a.
Right.
Okay.
That was a.
Because I think
That
I was
was
thinking
so
about
good.
like ripping on like hands.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My
Okay.
last ever gymnastics session, I ripped on the first 10 minutes and went home.
Solid.
So it's sort of like we're like a good entry.
Yeah.
Like, no
It's
deduction
like-
entry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's
No
Yeah,
deduction.
we
as,
don't-
as much as you
Theoretically-
can, limited deduction entry.
well, we don't do it like deductions.
Okay, I understand.
But yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of something that's like you can work on, but you know how to do it. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, whether you
I really
do it.
like whenever y'all stick it and then you like wave the green flag
That's my favorite part of the meet. That's my favorite part of home meets.
around. yeah. I
Yeah,
like
we have a
that.
green flag. We were waving it.
I think it's actually in my car still.
Mine is on my desk at my house.
You should
Good.
hang it up. Just
I
like
was thinking about having
Get
everybody
it
sign
signed,
it,
yes.
but then I was like, I don't want to be like a fan, you know, like please sign my flag. Like, I feel like that'd be weird.
Maybe.
oh, it's not weird.
Yeah, we would have signed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get my flag later.
Next time.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
mean
still
like
have
now?
it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep everything from one time from a basketball game. They had like the big sheet at the beginning, and at the bottom it said like swim dive next week. Yeah, I still have it. Okay, mine's not
Swim
hanging
dive.
up. Mine's in a drawer, but I still have
Mine's
it.
hanging out.
I have all of my tickets from every sporting event that
No,
I
me
went
I have
to.
that too.
Like,
I don't keep any. I don't keep any of these
I'm
things.
extremely sentimental, so I
Yeah,
keep
so am
like
I.
everything from everything.
It's all up here. It's all up here for me.
Oh.
hey, fair enough. I like having like mementos or things that I
Mhm.
can remember a place by.
Yeah, I do
Mm.
too.
Yeah, I have a shot glass from every place I've been to.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't keep any. If I travel, the photos are what I keep. I don't. Like,
Yeah, I have like a whole row.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah, I
collecting
don't-
too much stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I like
it's getting to
having
the
like.
point where I've been to a lot of places now, so I have like. But I only started this like senior year of high school, so that could be a lot more. But-
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I've already gone to places that I probably won't go again. You know what I'm saying? Like, when's the
We
next
will
time I'm gonna
go?
go to Hawaii?
Oh yeah.
Hawaii.
I was about to say Ohio.
Yeah, you guys had a training trip to Hawaii. Huh?
Yeah.
How
That's
was
that's
that?
pretty sick.
How was that?
The diving part sucked.
Not
Okay.
for me. My diving was great.
Yeah, well, it was South Tower. We did a lot of
Yeah,
towers.
because
Maybe
I
you though.
I wasn't expecting to do tower again because I was like, I'm gonna learn like a 5-meter list for Big Ten
Mhm.
because my wrist, and then I was like,
Mhm.
let me just try it, and then I was like, wow, I'm healed. So then I did all my dives again, and I was like, wow, amazing.
Yeah, but the boards were not good.
No,
so
they weren't. Abby nearly died.
twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She nearly like landed on the poolside.
Oh,
Really?
crap.
Yeah, like she was. It was like.
That's horrifying.
It
It was
Close.
actually scary. My heart was racing.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
did you hit the poolside when you like?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Whenever
wall?
like I went in, I like hit the wall.
Oh,
Yeah, that's scary.
ow.
Yeah.
One time when I was a kid, I was no. One time when I was a kid, I was like 6, and I was walking down the diving board at the pool, and I was like trying to get my mom to watch what I was gonna do, and I slipped off the diving board and I hit my head on it, and then I fell in the water. I was fine though, but it was scary.
We had a little kid at my club who, well, wasn't at a club. We have like people who could just come in and use the boards. In
Mhm.
Switzerland. They don't really have health and safety. Now they do because of this, but he fell off the side of the 3-meter and hit onto the concrete.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
gosh.
sure he died.
Switch the
Or
subject.
brain damage. One of the two.
Yeah.
I was trying to Google after to see what happened, but they don't really care about stuff like that in Switzerland. It's like, oh well.
That's
That's
so
actually crazy.
sad.
That's so
Yeah.
scary.
I was at a meet and one of these guys in front of me, was doing like an inward. So basically, you stand on the board facing the board, and then you. flip
Ooh, those are
forward, going
scary.
backwards.
Oh
that's scary.
yeah.
And he hit his head, and he was like in the water, like floating, and like a lifeguard had to go in. And I was right after, like I was standing on the board, like watching it from above, and everybody had to like step back.
Couldn't do it.
Meet warm up had to be like stop for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm just like standing up there, and everybody's like, Abby, can you check for blood on the board? And I'm like, yeah. And I was on the same dive too, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful.
well, that
Yeah.
happened at Junior World. A girl did that and hit her whole face on the board and had to get facial reconstruction surgery.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
I'm glad I don't do diving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
but you
sounds
guys
scary.
get in, like.
I'm
Didn't
terrified
Anthony,
of
like,
water.
dislocate his finger the other day?
It was
Anthony?
like in January.
I moves by so
Yeah,
fast.
the other day. That was the other day.
Yeah, he was like just cleared to start doing gymnastics after his surgery, and then
Yeah.
he dislocated his finger.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
Do you
that
guys
was
like
really
land
sad.
on your neck a lot?
Not really.
Oh.
I did once last semester. No, I landed like on my.
S-
I like
scorpion,
scorpion
yeah.
down on my back.
Doing what?
I was doing a ring dismount and I like peeled off the bottom
Oh.
and I
Oh,
like flipped
you-
really fast.
Can we talk about this real quick? Sorry,
Yeah.
finish that, and then I you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I know what you're about to
Okay,
say.
I,
finish the
I
story.
flipped really fast and then I like landed on my knees and I like
Oh, and then you,
fell back.
Oh,
Like, really
okay.
bad.
It's so painful.
Yeah, that's you guys' ankles as well must be all messed up.
whenever it's cold. Oh my gosh, I literally hate jumping when it's cold. My knees
What?
hurt so bad.
Oh yeah, when
That's
your joints
fair.
are just
Gotta
creaking.
warm up. Gotta
Oh.
warm up. Get the run in.
No, because I can't run on the poolside. I'll slip.
Well,
Oh,
go into our
fair.
old gym and run.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, our dryland area is the old men's gymnastics.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually kind of cool. Okay, story.
In the middle of the meet, Asha, you had an issue. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
Your grip ripping twice.
And we
Dude,
were-
this was a couple times.
Wait, it happened twice?
It happened at 2 meets.
Oh, really?
Both
Because-
home meets.
Oh, we only saw it once, and we were like really confused.
he get
what
to
was
finish?
happening. Yeah, we were like, "What happens?" You just walked off, and we were like,
Yeah. So that was strange. I don't know. It happened twice. 2 times on like the same sequence of skills in my routine. So I do my
Maybe you need to get some better grips.
well, I mean, I don't
It
buy
just
the
happens.
grips. Like It's like we get a big order and I ask Chuck for a pair and he gives me a pair and then I use them and they break. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know, like I don't really know.
Is it only you that this happens to?
weight.
No, but I mean, it's weird that it happened to me 2 times in the same season, and
In a meet.
not in a meet, in a routine.
At the same skill at home.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it'll happen next home meet, and I'll be good till then. You know what I mean? So in like a year, it'll happen again.
Right,
I don't know.
but so this was on
Don't
the
dwell
rings,
on that.
and the rings
Yeah.
is like pure strength, and
Mhm.
surely, second routine, you're like dead.
I'm very tired. Very tired. So which one did you see? Did you see the one where I landed my dismount afterwards? Was that senior night?
Yes. No, he landed his one, didn't
No,
Oh.
no, we didn't see
Okay.
senior night because we were at a meet.
Okay.
senior night.
Okay. So that first time,
Okay, well, that's not our fault. We were in Houston.
I'm
I think.
joking. I'm
that
joking.
first
No, I know.
time, they ripped, and I was like, okay, I have to so the way it works is if your grips tear in a routine, you get to go again at the end of the rotation. So I think I was 4th up in our lineup, and then my grips ripped, and I had to wait for the 5th person to go, and then I had to go again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
So it's like I had to go within the span of like 5 minutes. And obviously I'm pretty tired because I did like the hardest bit of my routine, which is at the start. Yeah, with the iron
Jesus
cross.
pose?
Yeah, the Jesus pose. So I did the hardest bit of my routine, and then they ripped, and I was like, okay, so I have to do it again. And I did it again, and I was just super tired, and I fell on my dismount.
I feel like they should change it. So you know how like when you fall off and you just start from that, they should change it like that.
Well, you know what was like really weird is, do you remember that in women's gym, that
Yeah.
Florida girl?
Yeah, interesting thing.
She did her dismount off the beam, and like there's a little black piece that like, because the beam's like hollow, that holds,
Yeah, yeah.
and she punched off that black part,
Mm-hmm.
and she fell, and we're just like, oh dang, there's a fall.
Did it break? Did it?
And
the
it
black
but it
thing-
came loose,
Okay.
and they like, oh well, she punched off that, it's equipment malfunction.
Yeah.
And she just repeated the dismount, not the entire routine. But for us, equipment malfunction means you have to repeat
You have
the
to do
entire
the whole
thing.
routine again.
Wait, for anything? Like any of it?
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
grips tearing in the middle of your routine, like let's say you're on a dismount on high bar, finish the entire routine, grips tear, you have to repeat the entire routine.
Oh, wow.
So it's, I don't know, it's pretty tough.
So, but then for the women, they didn't do that.
No, apparently not.
That's especially beam. I feel like that could go wrong. So like the other team probably hoped that she would do the whole thing.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, that's
Well, and she
so
got like a
weird.
9.9 something, and
Yeah.
she had a 9
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
like, you know.
Isn't that also
Big
like
swing.
her fault?
Not really, because, I mean, the thing shouldn't be able to come out. Like, the little rubber piece on the end shouldn't be able to come off.
Okay.
Like, even, I think it's there for, like, a safety thing.
Yeah.
So it's not supposed to come off. Even
Okay,
if
but
someone,
she
like,
also
punches
should
it.
not land that far back.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know.
The little girls that I coach always take it out. And I'm like, can you not?
It's supposed to be, like, glued in there.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, really?
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Like when I remember taking it out when I was younger.
Well, I think it depends on the beam. But on the, like, low beams that they, like, go on,
Hmm.
I was, like, taking it out. I'm like,
Do you coach like the intro?
yeah.
Oh, I did that for a summer.
Well,
It-
no, it's
it was
great. I love
draining.
them, and I love coaching them. But some of them sometimes are just, like,
Mhm.
just keep talking.
Yeah, it
all
was
the
really
time.
it was really draining for me. Like it was really fulfilling but really draining.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to coach kids back home. I liked it. I had a fun time.
My favorite part is whenever they're like, "What's your favorite part?" and they say "you," and I'm like, "Thanks."
Like yes, I
I've
did
only
something
coached,
I
good.
accomplished.
I did something good.
My only coaching memory is when I first moved to Switzerland and we were at nationals and my coach had to go somewhere and he goes, "Frankie, just coach the little kids." I didn't speak German and they didn't speak English. It was like me going like sign languaging, like, yeah, good. And
funny.
he only came back and he said I only did that because I thought it'd be funny. And I was like, okay, thanks. And now I'm never coaching ever again. So
Now
that's-
you're traumatized. You
yeah,
can't do it
that
ever
was
again.
pretty rough. It was like the worst 10 minutes of
Mm.
my life. But yeah, pretty funny. Anyway, we're going to go to a break. And
Alright.
we'll be back shortly after the break.
Wonderful.
Hello, welcome back to Dripper Drown with Frankie and Abby. We're here with Asher and Cooper.
Hello.
Next, we're gonna start talking about NCAA's. That's coming up, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
When, where, what, who, why?
Why is a crazy question. No, so we leave on Tuesday. So in like what, 2 days?
2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we leave in 2 days. And NCAA championships. It's in Columbus, so Ohio State.
Ooh.
And
Honestly, a pretty good place to have it.
yeah, no, I'm excited. They have a really cool
Like
venue.
Columbus.
They have a cool competition arena. And,
In what ways?
well, I mean, so last year Big Ten's was at, so the Big Ten like postseason championship was at Ohio State, and their environment there is pretty cool. It's not super like huge. It's nicely lit. There's like windows.
We call it like Bobby Devaney because it's kind of like a mini Devaney.
Yeah.
That's
And the equipment is pretty cool when it's like raised up on the podiums.
Could you guys ever host? Because you have the facilities for it.
Yeah, we're gonna host Big Ten's his senior
My
year.
senior year. It'll
Okay.
be at
Wow.
it'll be at Pinnacle Bank.
Yeah, and
Oh.
we hosted it at PBA in 2021.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, we can never host anything. We
We
don't
can
have.
really host dual meets.
Yeah, we don't have a full
Oh.
pool, so
Yeah, I really hope you guys get a new facility
yeah.
soon.
But it will be after we graduate, if anything, probably. But
That's
Anyway.
okay. Okay,
so
continue.
you're going to Ohio.
We go to Ohio. We compete in the
1:30.
1:30.
Yeah.
Compete at 1:30 on Friday.
Eastern time, so I think it'll be 12:30.
Yeah.
Great.
And so
Is it works the same way as Big Ten?
no, so it's a little bit different. So the first day there are 2 sessions of 6 teams. So there's an early session with like 6 teams and then a late session with 6 teams. And the top 3 from each session move on to the second day, which is the team and event finals.
Is it seeded?
Yeah. So
Okay.
It's done by a snake draft of your national qualifying average, so top 4 scores, or it's your conference championship score. It drops your highest home meet score and then counts the second highest, and then the 2 other highest scores. That is your 4-score national qualifying average, and then they take so they go by a snake. So they'll have the 1 seed, and then they'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, so they'll snake
Okay.
it.
so it's so like the first session is going to be seeds 1, 4, and 5, and then what'd you say, like 8,
2, 3, 6.
2, 3, 6, 7. In
2,
the
3,
second.
6, 7. So we got lucky with being in this early because the 1 seed is Stanford.
Oh, I see them on my TikTok. That Ian dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ian
Ian
Gunther.
Gunther.
Yeah.
He's killing the game for men's gym.
Yeah,
he's
he
killing
is.
the game.
He's kind of like our ambassador.
Is he
Like-
still in college?
No, he's
Okay.
graduated.
But he still just trains there and everything?
Yeah, he does Team USA stuff, or
Oh, okay.
attempting to.
Okay, yeah. Because I see him with, like, Niall Wilson and stuff.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
a
that was
funny
really
video.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
But yeah,
Uh,
so we got lucky with that early session because the 4 seed is Illinois, the 5 seed is us, and then it drops down to Cal, which is the 8th seed
Yeah,
or 9th seed, one of
So
those.
it
it'd be
should
8
be-
and 9.
Should be
And then-
you,
Yeah.
Stanford, and Illinois to the
Yeah.
next round.
Ideally, hopefully.
Ideally.
Like, on paper.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we do
Okay.
our job, we'll make it to day 2, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, and then the other session is going to be Oklahoma, Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State, and
So
then
it's going to be a shootout for
the
that
Okay.
5th spot.
the 10 and I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe like 9 and 12.
I think
seeds.
it's like Air Force.
10 and 12. I think 10 and 12.
Okay. And then the second day works the same as Big Ten?
No, so the second day is a team final.
I'll get it next time.
So it's like the top 3 from each session on day 1 move to the like team final day.
Yep.
And that's where like the team champion is decided. That's where all the individual champions are decided, all Americans on individual events. That there's one day of finals for team and all the individual
Oh, okay.
awards.
So how do you qualify for... So you qualify for the individual final on the first day?
So if your team makes the team final, you're basically automatically in.
Oh, okay. That's quite nice.
So,
And then
yeah.
they pull out all the guys who qualified for a team, and they'll take top individuals to go to day 2.
So,
to
like, the
try to
ones
get-
that didn't make it,
Exactly.
the team.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
teams that didn't make it, individuals from those teams can make the second day.
Okay.
If they're like next top 10 on an event out
Yeah.
of the guys that didn't.
Okay.
Out of the
I want
teams
to
that
say it's
didn't
like
make it.
it's like top 2, top 3 make it.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's
Yeah.
not that many, but
Because then we'll have like day 2, if we make it as a team, we'll have 2 individuals go. You'll have an event individual, and then an all-around individual, and then the whole team goes.
so like when we rotate through on the second day, we're gonna have guys in the individual final rotating with us. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
It is confusing. Gymnastics is a confusing sport.
Well, I like how the men's NCAA gymnastics works a lot more than the women's.
Oh, I think
Because the scoring out of 10 is stupid. first of
You're
all.
the first person I've ever heard say that.
Yeah, I like
And
that
your
opinion.
take.
It's stupid because it's like the way your scoring works makes so much more sense. I mean, maybe it's just for me because I grew up watching it and
Right.
it's more sense in my brain. And also having like a tournament style for NCAA is also stupid.
Yeah, it's like I feel like
They
the
should do it
tournament
how
stuff-
diving does it. That's how I think. Like with
What?
like a zone meet,
Oh,
Yeah.
and then you qualify individually from there, or your team qualifies from there.
I think the way that the women do it, like the tournament style, I think that's not to say like too much, but they have to do a lot of gymnastics
Yeah.
in this like tournament. Because if you're in a play-in, you could go play-in and then regional first round, regional final, and then you go to the Elite Eight and then the Final Four. So I don't know. It's
a
like
lot of
it's a lot of gymnastics, and I don't know. I feel like scoring, especially
I've never understood it.
the way their scoring works, is really good for viewership, because a lot of people who don't understand the sport of gymnastics can understand scoring out of 10. It's like closer you out of 10, that's good, that's perfection. You know what I mean?
I just think it limits what people can do.
I totally agree with you
100%.
there. That's the,
I mean,
that's the drawback.
Most of the girls do the same routine.
Yeah.
I remember talking to one of the girls on the girls team. She was saying that she was doing harder skills as a 13-year-old than she is in college, which I think is kind of sad.
And I mean,
Yeah.
like, there is a difference though, because male gymnasts do have long, like, usually on average they have longer careers. So like, the women peak a bit earlier in their like ability, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it goes for a lot of gymnasts. I mean, like, there are obviously a lot of exceptions, because there's some crazy.
There's like that
women's gymnasts.
40-year-old who's going.
Yeah.
Oksana.
Something like that.
I
She's
think
like
I took
for
a
like
picture with her once.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's like 43. This is gonna be
Yeah.
like her 8th
Yeah.
Olympics. Like,
But like the thing with the like women's path is, if you're on the elite path in high school, it's a lot on your body, and so it's really tough to maintain that when you're getting to like 22, 23 years old. So a lot of gymnasts like get to NCAA and then not like they decrease in ability, but they don't need to do the harder skills anymore because of the scoring system. They don't need to do like the hardest routine that they can.
They just
because
need to have like the right amount
exactly
to get to a 10-0.
Yeah.
and start
exactly
over.
exactly.
it's also just not as fun to watch because like especially on floor like there's not as many tumbling passes. Like
I would
you
say
could-
vault
I
is the
didn't
most
know
boring.
that until I got here.
vault.
Because
Mhm.
vault is just
Two.
your chenko full, your chenko full, your chenko full and a
Well,
half.
for someone who doesn't know gymnastics that well, vault all looks the same anyway. Like unless you're like going on it backwards. Like not the
Fair.
same, but like it's not like the most exciting to watch.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, you definitely have to be versed in the sport to see the
Yeah.
difference between like a world class vault and someone who's doing a similar vault but like in a different.
Yeah, So I
You know
can't
what I
really
mean?
tell what's like a whoa and what's like a okay.
It's like you
Yeah.
would see like a Cops 1.5, and you're like oh, that's like good, and then you see
Yeah.
like handspring double full, and you're like, oh, well, the handspring's a lot harder to get down, but to like
Right.
an untrained eye, they're like, that's the same.
Yeah, and I know more about gymnastics than like your regular Sally, you know.
Right,
So I
right.
don't know why I use Sally as a name, but so it's like if I don't know that, then most people don't.
Right.
Like, whereas bars, you can tell if they do like more like releases and stuff,
Mhm.
it looks cooler. And floor, just more tumbling. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't like watching twist tumbling.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
only person who I like watching doing that is Luke
Yeah, he's really good at twisting.
because it looks satisfying.
So
You don't like when it's sloppy, then?
No, I just prefer flips over twists. But I guess
what about
also
flips
that's
and
like,
twist?
well, yes. That also, I guess, like for me when I dive, I prefer flips over twists.
so you're
Yes.
from England, so you know. Do you know any of like the British
Yeah.
gymnasts? So
well,
do you,
not like.
well, yeah, you know of them.
personally.
You know
yeah,
of
yeah,
them. So you know like Jake Jarman.
Yeah, yeah, of course I know.
So what do
Jake
you think
Jarman.
about his kind of
He's
style?
sick.
It's
I
unreal.
like watching him,
Yeah,
but he reminds me of Luke, like
Yeah,
in a way,
no,
the
100%.
form and stuff.
yeah,
But no, and the video of his vault when he lands, he's like,
yeah.
That's
the
quite
greatest
funny.
vault of all time.
yeah,
So
yeah,
cool,
that's so,
so
funny.
cool.
No, I like Jake. I actually used to have a big crush on Joe Fraser.
Oh yeah.
No,
Do you know who Josh? Do you know who Josh Nathan is?
no. Oh, I used to also have a crush on Courtney Tulloch.
Oh really? No, but
I just used to crush on all the gymnasts, actually, I'm going to be honest, because I used to watch Noah Wilson's vlogs.
Oh, great
So-
vlogs.
Oh yeah, I used to watch
Great
it
Yeah.
vlogs.
back in the
I
day.
just- Yeah. The at the Commonwealth Games when they did the because they're on the balcony. I don't know why I remember this. And it's like who's most likely to or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Great video. Anyway. Anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, what were we talking about?
The styles of
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
women's and men's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the scoring. Yeah, I think they should change it. Personally, I'll be an
And-
advocate for a sport. I'm not
For
even
women's to go
doing-
to open-ended
Yeah.
scoring.
I don't know. The problem with that is like they
People
get
love the 10.
the people love the 10. They get so much more viewership,
Yeah.
and
Especially if they get a 10.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like they got the perfect score. Considering
Yeah.
if it's open-ended, you don't
But
know what the
there's
I
never a
just don't
perfect
like
score.
the fact
No.
that like things are perfect. I just feel like that ruins it if you're
Yeah.
perfect.
Well,
Like,
because
in
there are
college-
some like 10s that some women's gymnasts will get that are like really popular,
Mhm.
and they have the name, the leotard, and they get a 10, and they're like, well, that wasn't a 10.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely it's more subjective.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah, I
felt
mean,
too.
we have like if one of us got a 10, like it's just first of all it wouldn't happen because
That's crazy.
yeah, like even at the
you
Olympics,
get a 7.5
like,
and you're like, yes.
yeah, even
Yeah.
at the Olympics, like even the people winning don't get straight 10s like the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's unrealistic for
yeah,
you guys.
and so in my head, like 10 isn't achievable. So when people get
Mhm.
10s, it's like, shut up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not in like a jealous way, but in like a that's not real.
It's
kinda
like
way.
so you know the way our scoring system works,
Mhm.
where we have our difficulty score, and then your execution is out of 10. and
Yeah.
you get your deductions, and
Mhm.
that takes from your execution score. Basically, like a pretty good and the goal execution score for a lot of gymnasts is a 9 out of 10, and that's like pretty. That's like
That's really
pretty good.
Right? Yeah.
it's like
Because we're a lot more harsh in our judging. Because
Yeah.
we have 1s, 3s, and a point. So, like, if you fall, it's a
Okay.
point.
Okay.
A major deduction is a 3. There also is a 5/10, but it's kind of like it's called 5/10 and then no credit for a skill. So, like, there's a skill on high bar called a talk. And if you're super flat, like low, not going to handstand, you'll get 5/10 no credit. But-
Was that one thing? Sorry, no, continue.
Oh, okay. But
I answered my own question in my head, but
perfect. But yeah, so like 3s are like major deductions, 1s are minor deductions, and judges are mean, so they're gonna take 3s.
Mhm.
So it's hard to get that 9-0.
yeah. I think so. I remember watching the Olympics in like 2012 when Lewis Smith.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
that was an amazing routine.
Yeah, but then he got the silver medal, right?
Because they
his-
tied,
Yeah, and his difficulty was higher,
but his
then his
execution was
execution.
lower.
Mhm.
so they gave it to the other guy. And I remember like,
The GOAT Christian Berkey.
okay,
Goat.
Lewis Smith is the goat, but actually,
Lewis Smith.
No,
Max
it's actually
Whitlock.
Max.
Yeah,
Max
Max
Whitlock
Whitlock.
is the
Lewis
GOAT.
Smith
But,
like really helped put British gymnasts,
yes,
British
definitely.
gymnastics on the map.
He's the first male gymnast that I remember watching. And anyway, I remember being pissed that he didn't win, and he probably
Mhm.
was too.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine getting a gold in your home country
and
at your
getting a
last
silver.
Olympics.
Yeah, the tiebreaker protocols I feel like are
They
just
should just have joint winners. Like I don't know why they.
I
don't
mean,
do
But
that.
it's the Olympics.
they have.
But every other sport does that. Like
Yeah.
if diving got a joint winner, they'd get a joint winner.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. There was a clip I saw. It was the last Olympics. 2 high jumpers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they like got the same score, and they were talking to the official. And they were like, "Can we have 2 golds?" And
Yeah.
then they got it, and they were all happy. So like, I mean, obviously they were happy. They
If
got-
I was
they
in
got
that
the gold.
situation,
It
I'm
was
like, I'm not
like the-
jumping
Yeah, but
again.
it was
Give
like
me
the
the gold.
Italian guy. So it was Italian guy and a Qatarian
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And the Qatarian guy would have won easy.
Yeah.
But the Qatarian guy was like, "Can we do the 2 goals?" That's
Yeah.
why the Italian guy was like, "Oh my god!" Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
he wasn't gonna win.
Right.
And now he got a gold medal. So that was such a cute little video.
Yeah, I
love
do- I do
love
like that
moments like
video.
that. I'd be watching the edits on TikTok.
yeah. yeah. the little sports
Yeah.
edits.
That
yeah.
hope core.
Yeah. We have to go for another break now, but we'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Hello, welcome back to Drip or Drown with Frankie and Abby and Asher and Cooper. Okay, so Cooper, you're 5th year. You're graduating this year.
Yep.
Tell us your plan.
So I will be graduating in May, and
Are
then
you sad about that? Because I might cry.
I'm trying not to think about
Okay,
it
because
too much.
I cried at the senior speeches last night.
Really?
Yeah. Sarah's
I
not
know.
made me
I'm,
cry.
I'm
Anyway.
definitely trying not to think about it too much because I do have a month left of it, so I want to enjoy that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be spending about 6 months or so at home working, and then I start chiropractic school in November of this
Okay.
year. So
How
that
long is chiropractic school?
it is 3 1/3.
So you can crack my back when I need it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
In like 4 years, I got you.
Okay. Okay, I'll call you in 4 years.
Sounds good.
I don't want to talk to you. I just needed my back cracked.
Oh,
so-
okay. That's
Okay,
very
wait,
nice.
so
I
where
thought
are
we
you
were
going to
friends,
school?
honestly.
Where are you going to school at?
It's called Palmer College in Davenport, Iowa.
Okay.
Not too far. You can come to one of our dual meets in Iowa.
Oh yeah,
Iowa?
I could.
Is that really weird? Yeah.
It's
Iowa.
only like 30-ish, 40 minutes
There you
from
go.
Iowa City. So
There you go.
Yeah.
You can finally come watch one.
Maybe you can videos it.
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
Let's talk
Don't put me to
about-
work.
You've had a long career,
Yes.
5 years, ups and downs. Give them to
Ooh.
us.
Lots of downs.
Oh, okay.
Well, my career started with COVID shutting down our season.
Right.
So, already a pretty scary, sad note, not knowing, and especially going through that whole process. There was Iowa and Minnesota got their programs cut. So it was scary for just the entirety of NCAA gymnastics. We didn't know the future, if we would be able to be D1 still. So, and then my sophomore season, which was 2021, we had no fans besides Big Tens, which was here in Nebraska. There was the only meet that we had fans that weren't our parents. So that was just a weird season, and it was personally not a very good one for me.
Yeah, well, no fans were like allowed at the meets. Huh?
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
of COVID. Yeah.
So we had to.
We would have the same amount of people if they did that.
It's okay. Our parents are most of our fans.
Yeah.
No, you get a lot of people at your meets.
Home meets, we get a lot of people because
Right.
Nebraska's faithful.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, that was kind of a personal down year for me, coming back, like not having a full freshman season, and then like it being a weird year, no fans. It was like super oddly quiet, where it used to be super loud, and it was just weird. And then my junior year, I was out for pretty much the whole year. I competed twice because I had blood clots.
Oh yeah,
my
that's
arm.
scary.
So I was out that whole year.
Did you redshirt that year?
Technically, no, but
Okay.
yes, because I had my COVID red shirt that I used for my 5th year because that paperwork
okay.
was easier,
So could you do another year?
technically,
Oh.
but I'm not going to.
Okay.
My body is ready to be done. But yeah, so I was out that year. That was really tough. And then last year was my first season back, and it was a little bit goofy because it was my first time competing in front of fans since pretty much my freshman year.
That's interesting.
Like,
Sorry, continue. I might cry. Why am I crying? Anyway, continue.
yeah, but I didn't compete in front of fans, and I sat an entire year. Like, it was my first home competition in 2 years. Like, it was really, really cool. But yeah, I let my nerves get to me because it's been so long since I competed. It was like, holy crap. But yeah, I kind of had a down year last year as well. Like, I did really well in the regular season. I did achieve regular season All-American honors for Pommel Horse, but during Big Ten finals, I fell, so I missed out on the medal. And then during NCAA team finals, I downgraded and I didn't do a good routine, so I missed out on getting an All-American for postseason, which is ultimately, that's my goal for this weekend coming up. And this year has just been ups. It's been all ups.
That's good.
I achieved my goal of getting the Big Ten medal. We got a ring, and now we got to focus in. And the hat.
T-shirt.
And T-shirt.
Okay, I'm emotional now.
Sorry, I know my story's a little bit emotional.
It's just like this time of year when everyone's like quitting and
Yeah.
retiring. It really makes me like think. I
I'm a
don't know.
sympathetic
Yeah.
crier, so can
It's
you turn
tough.
that way?
No, it's tough. It's definitely tough to see because,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, from an outside perspective, you don't like to see people leave the sport
Right.
because you don't want that to be you one day. Like, it's tough to imagine life after sport, and I think that's a big thing that a lot of athletes struggle with.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like this is my first year seeing
Right.
people go because like last year I left too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
And last year I also didn't really like my team that much. So this year I actually do like my team, and like seeing people go, and like I've made like really good friends on like other teams, like
Right.
you
Yeah.
guys, and like you're leaving, and it's like wow, sad. And last year like I was the one that left, so it feels I've always been the one leaving.
Yeah,
So when I
right.
moved from England to Switzerland, when I left Switzerland, like I'm always the one. Now I'm like, people are leaving me and I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
enjoy.
leaving.
You guys got to enjoy it while it lasts, because
Yeah.
as every single senior will say, like it goes by so fast, and it really does. I mean, you're now at the end of your sophomore year.
I know, dude.
and,
It's freaky.
and next thing you know, you're gonna have your senior night. Like it just
Don't
goes
say
by.
Don't say that,
Don't
please.
say that. Don't say that. Don't say
It's
that.
also my freshman year doesn't count in my head because it was so awful.
That's how
like,
I felt, too.
mentally and like actually diving. Like I don't remember competing
I mean,
because
this
I was
is-
so like depressed. And now it's like my freshman year, but I've only got 2 years left. That's
Right.
like-
In my head, this is like my second season competing.
right, and it's over.
Like, well, really, it's my third, but yeah, this is like my second actual real season, and now we're towards the end, but we still got a job to do. Job's not finished.
well,
so.
Yeah.
on that note, that happy note, best of luck at NCAA's.
Thank you.
We'll all be
Thanks.
rooting for you. Thank you for listening to